Hi everyone! So I am here to record my weekly melting basket and empties. This melting basket will be for the week of December 3rd through December 9th. So let's go through first what we have left from last week's melting basket. I actually did really good. There's only 3 items left in here that I did not use. So it was kind of nice. It was a nice break after my loaves week to actually use up like smaller items and get through some things. So the only thing left, I have one Rose Girls blend. This is Christmas Wish Cotton Candy Frosting Marshmallow Smoothie. Just did not get to this one. And then 2 Swanky Roses, one in Snowman and one in Winter Soiree. Did not get to melting these, and I think I'm just gonna put these back in my collection. I don't think I'm gonna plan to carry anything over because I didn't even dip into these blends at all. So now that is empty. Now let's fill it. So I pulled, basically what I did, I'm gonna transfer this into my melting basket. I pulled a handful of different vendors, 3 scents from each. So I have 3 from Teddy Bees that'll be in this upcoming melting basket. The first one is Weekend with Papa. And for the most part, I think all of these should be like somewhat, you know, winter, Christmas, holiday theme. Gingerbread ice cream cake. I have been on a kick making soft gingerbread cookies. So when I saw this blend, I was like, ooh, I gotta melt that. And then Balsam Beach. So these are the 3 from Teddy Bees that I pulled for this week. I pulled 3 from Dessa's Homespun Scents. The first one is Candy Cane Snowball Cookies, which I don't know if I ever updated you guys, but I actually didn't end up ordering from Dessa's pre-order. I kept going back and forth, and ultimately I was like, you know what? I've got a lot of Dessa's in my collection. There's nothing I like critically need, so I'll just wait, you know, use up as much as I can in my collection, and then maybe I'll order again during her next pre-order. I think she said maybe spring or summer next year. Tried and True Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. This is one of my absolute favorite blends. I have so much of this in my collection. Honestly, perfect anytime scent, but it'll be nicer on the holidays. And then the last one is 'Tis the Season Type. So that's what I pulled from Dessa's. I'm just letting it focus. Okay, there it goes. 3 from Candles from the Keeping Room. The first one is Apple Cranberry Zucchini. I also pulled Holiday Treats. And then the last one I pulled definitely has been used before. This is Marshmallow Fireside. I think I used this a little bit maybe last year and didn't finish it because I only have about half the bag left. So I thought, you know what, let's just grab it and finish this one up. 3 Scentsy. I probably don't have to keep saying 3 because I pulled 3 of everything for this basket. We've got this one in, what is this? Frosty Air. We also have Dashing, which this one I was a little uncertain about when I smelled it on cold, so I'm curious to warm this one. And then the next one is Mint to be Merry, which I think was the Scentsy scent of the month for November, I believe. We've got some Better Homes and Gardens from Walmart. The first one is Tinsel and Trees. I've got Caramel Nut Clusters. This actually somewhat reminded me of Dessa's Chestnuts Open on a Roasting Fire. Wait, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. It kind of reminded me of that when I smelled it in Walmart, so I'm curious to melt these and see how similar they are. And then Holiday Spice Cupcakes. And then the last vendor I have here is some Swanky. These were actually little scent shot cups from her Christmas time sampler that she did. Not the most recent, was it the most recent pre-order that I got in? It was a more recent pre-order. So they were scent shot cups, but they're filled so full that a lot of the lids fell off or cracked, didn't stay on. So I just put them in a tiny little polypro bag. And I cut them in thirds. That's how I ended up cutting these scent shots. So I'll probably just end up doing it in my office because I have 3 warmers in my office. Then I should be able to get a good idea of how it smells because I'm sure it'll be strong in the small room. So the first one is Russian Tea, which is a popular blend of hers. Bayberry. And then this one's kind of hard to see, I think, but Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. So that is my melting basket for this upcoming week. I think this is the first melting basket where it's actually going to shut fully. So hopefully that's enough. I've never yet had to dip into more scents. Like usually I pull just about the right amount. So we'll see if we get through this basket. Now let's go on to the empties that I have. So the first couple things I'll share from Scentsy. So these are kind of non-wax empties. Let's just go with that first. So I've got this little Hempz lotion in exotic green tea and Asian pear. I love, love, love these little Hempz lotions. I actually just got a new pack of this from Ulta when they were having like a sale. I love these, love throwing them in my purse, love having them in the car. These are good for travel. They're my favorite. I'm not going to talk too much about this because I just put this out, but this is an apple and cinnamon sticks fragrance flower. Just thought I'd break out some of these holiday scents now, but I'll talk more about it when it's done. A couple scent circles. This is Spiced Ember Glow. I just put these in like my closets. They smell for a little bit, but they're not very long lasting. I got fall and holiday scent circles in like a clearance order at one point. Pear-fect Day. I don't even remember when I put this in the closet. And then I think this is the one, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the one when I opened it. It reminded me of dog paws. Like it almost smelled a little bit like Fritos. If you guys know, you know, dog paws kind of smell like Fritos. That is how this one smelled. Every time I opened the closet, I was like, oh my gosh, it smells like a dog paw in here. So I didn't really like this one. Luckily, it wasn't that long lasting, but this one was kind of an odd scent in the closet. One candle empty. Now that it's gotten chillier outside, I'm much more enjoying burning candles. I feel like the ambiance is so pretty with the Christmas lights and the holiday decor. Because it's chilly outside, I like, you know, a little bit of the warmth from the candle, because usually I light 2 candles on our little coffee table, and I swear it does kind of warm you up a little bit. So this one was Pumpkin Clove. My mother-in-law actually gifted this to me for my birthday. Loved it. Based off the name, I don't think I would have picked this up. Pumpkin Nutmeg Clove. Let's see, does it say anything else? The bottom says clove buds, ground cinnamon, a pinch of nutmeg, fresh pumpkin. It sounds like it would be so spicy, but this was beautiful. It was a beautiful, now I can't really tell because once you get to the bottom of the candle, it kind of smells just like a burning wick. But this had the strongest scent throw and it was really sweet. It smelled like a pumpkin bakery to me. But like I said, based off of the scent notes, you would think it'd be way more on the baking spices side. I really liked this. I would totally look for this again maybe next year because I loved this. And like I said, such strong throw. Pretty much the whole time this burned down until the bottom. So I'm very impressed with this one. I have an L3 Scoopable. So I finally finished this because I've been carrying this through for a while now. This is from 2021. This is Vanilla Balsam. So good. So good. So long lasting. Perfect for the holiday time. It smells like a Christmas tree. I have fake trees, but this made it smell like I had real trees. I just loved it. I don't think it was too strong on the vanilla side. It really just smelled like a Christmas tree, so a little bit heavier obviously on the balsam, but I like this a lot. I would consider trying to find this from L3 next holiday season. And then tried and true Sugar Cookie Royale. This was just a loaf I was finishing up. I've purchased this many times. I love it. L3 Sugar Cookie Royale is such a good oil. It's good on cold, but it is amazing on warm. Anything blended with Sugar Cookie Royale, it's great. Highly suggest this, trying this even on its own if you haven't already. It's so good. Couple Rose Girls. This I already know I'm going to be biased, but I loved this. This is the blend that I submitted in a customer creation poll. I think it was last year. but maybe it was 2 years ago now, but maybe it was last year. I just absolutely love it. This is everything that I want in a Christmas scent. I love the Christmas tree scent. I can't do it too much, and I don't love it if it's just pure strong Christmas tree. Usually my favorite combination is Christmas tree blended with bakery, and this is it. This is amazing, really good throw, pretty long lasting. Regardless, I would continue to repurchase it when I see it just because I'm the one who submitted it, so it's just extra special. But yeah, I really liked this. This one was Mistletoe Kisses. This was nice. This is a good transition into holiday scents because it's mainly a nice sweet bakery kind of body care blend with a little bit of the pine. I think it says soft pine. Yeah, a little bit of pine in there, but it's not overwhelming on the pine. You do get it. It's in the background, but it's more of a sweet forward scent because of the pink sugar and sugar cookie. But yeah, I really liked it. It's definitely, like I said, kind of a good transitioning into holiday kind of scent. A couple Swanky. So these first couple were just from like samplers or mystery bags. So these first ones I think were from like, what was it called? Not perfume or body care. Sensual maybe? Sensual grab bag. So the first one is Yoga. This one is a pretty fragrance, but I don't think I would repurchase this. If I got it again in a mystery bag, like sure, I'll melt it, but I don't think I'd seek this scent out. I think it was floral leaning maybe, or just, you know, definitely kind of body care fragrance leaning, but I think just slightly a little bit more of a mature scent than what I would probably go for or pick out on my own. I liked it, good throw, long lasting, but just not necessarily my scent preference. And that's kind of how these were with the Sensual. Like, I did like them. I think it was a great amount to try out in the mystery grab bag, but I don't know if I would seek any of these out. This one was Amber Crystal. Again, I don't have too much to say about it besides like it was a nice, pretty body care kind of scent, but it didn't stand out in my mind as something that I would like need to rebuy. Exotic Orchid and Musk. Really pretty. I think it was Orchid strong. It definitely had a floral, a strong floral lingering scent. And again, enjoyed it, but I don't think I'd seek that one out. Snowy Nights, this was really good. I loved this, and it was really strong, nice and long lasting, a really good Christmas time scent. I would look for this to repurchase in the future for the holiday time. And then the last Swanky was Cashmere, Cedar, Roasted Pine Cones, and Palo Santo Noel. I thought I was gonna like this one. I did like it on cold. It had good throw. It's not my favorite. I typically don't like a roasted pine cone scent, but I thought I would try it, you know, blended with these other scents. But surprisingly enough, I don't think it's the roasted pine cone that I didn't really like. I think it might be the Cashmere Cedar that I didn't like on warm as much. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it could have been one or the other. I know I like the Palo Santo Noel. I mean, it's just Palo Santo and probably like Vanilla Bean Noel. Just, I don't know, one of these other notes in here, it just wasn't my favorite on warm, but that's just more of a personal preference type of thing because overall it had good performance and good throw and was long lasting. But I don't think I'd seek that one out again either. And then the last couple I have left are Teddy Bees. And they're all kind of cookie blends. So this one is Milk Cookies and Zucchini Bread. This was good. I smelled it a little bit more than I remember smelling Milk and Cookies blends in the past. So maybe it was that it was blended with zucchini bread a little bit, but I feel like this was still a little bit on the lighter side. I just feel like there's better bakeries from Teddy Bees that I would rather purchase over her Milk and Cookies blend, which is crazy because I love bakery and this is like one of her most popular bakery blends, but for some reason it's always been pretty light for me. I will say though, I smelled it more when I would walk into smaller rooms. Like in my office, it's like one of our smallest rooms and I have 3 warmers in here, whereas like in our living room I have 1 warmer. and it's really tall ceilings and it's really open. So clearly I'll smell it more in my office, but just overall it still wasn't like wowing to me. I like other bakeries more. So that was my thought on that one. Cookies for Santa. This is another one that I've retried this year. So I had this before, didn't smell it at all. That was in our apartment last year or a year before. I will say this one I could smell a little bit more than I remember in the past. Again, not super strong. And I don't think this was long lasting because after a little bit, like I remember smelling it, but after a little bit, I feel like I was just starting to get that waxy smell. So I don't feel like this one was super long lasting or like lingering. I was impressed when I could smell it for the small time, but again, you know, much better in small spaces. And I just feel like you kind of have to work with this blend to get the performance. I just don't think I would repurchase her Milk and Cookies blend. I don't know. It's just, for some reason, it's just a little bit gentler for me. But I know so many people love it. So if you haven't tried it before, I'd still say go ahead and give it a try because it's a very popular blend of hers. But just for me personally, it's on the light end. This last one, I will say, was the strongest of the Teddy Bees that I warmed this week. But I didn't smell the Milk and Cookies at all. What I smelled was the lavender in this blend, and I loved it. It's definitely that lavender fragrance that I really, really enjoy, which is more herbal leaning. I love an herbal leaning lavender with bakery notes. Maybe the bakery notes came out a little bit, but I feel like what I was smelling more was like the herbal lavender, and it was really good. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, but you know, it's not just lavender, it's Milk and Cookies as well, and I didn't get that. So if you were expecting Milk and Cookies, like a lavender bakery, I more personally smelled the lavender, like heavy in this blend, but I kind of liked it. I enjoy that kind of herbal leaning lavender, so. And like I said, this one was pretty long lasting and pretty strong for Teddy Bees for me. So that is everything for my empties from last week and my melting basket for this upcoming week. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!